Okay, here we go, and today we want to find out what happens if you fight against the final boss in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom with the Mythic Set, which is giving the Rupee padding effect, but with different defense armor values. I will be just starting here with the pre-fight. You're free to skip to the final boss, but I will be talking about my theory and some additional information here. I'm also commenting this live and yeah. So if you want to know this information, just stick with me until we arrived at the final boss. So normally the Rupee padding effect wouldn't work actually, because you would just get gloom damage. Maybe let me demonstrate you here. Yeah, like this, right? You didn't lose actual damage, but you lost like the maximum amount of hearts. This is doing. This is coming from the gloom effect. And normally Ganondorf also has this effect, but not in this version. I removed it so we can actually see how much rupees we would lose versus him. And yeah. So I know that normally if you have like all 3 pieces of this mystic gear or set equipped, you have like 9 total defense value, right? And if someone attacks you, I would say you tank like 80-90%. Like it's getting nullified and would end up in you losing rupees. And then a little bit of damage is still getting through. But this might not be true for everything. This might be totally dependent on the absolute damage value you get, right? Like it might not be a relative thing, but an absolute value thing. So we will be able to find out, and especially against Ganondorf, this could be quite interesting with all his different phases and attacks. And also I gave myself like I modified the values, the defense values of the pieces. The head has 10. The normal armor, like the upper one, has 3, and the boots just have, or the lower just have 1. So we can really see what happens with only 1. This will be also very interesting, how much rupees we would lose. So yeah. Versus these Skiptos, I usually like to use shock fruits. I have more of them than the fire fruits. Probably also can use ice fruits. I believe it's just about elemental damage. Yeah, so we are just fighting off these last moblins, or mowiblins, how they are called in the files. I also saw once not a Lionel, but a Winel. Yeah, so that's very interesting. Okay, that was it for the pre-fight. We will of course skip the cutscenes. That's not the purpose of the video to see these, and also maybe you are here and you haven't seen them yet, so it's good for no spoiler. But yeah, now it's time. Now we will find out what will happen if you use the Mythic Set against the final boss in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom with different defense values. 10 for the head, 3 for the mystic robe, and 1 for the trousers. So yeah, let's see. We will be starting with everything. So, you know, we have like 14 defense, total defense value. So what happens, Ganondorf? How much do we lose? 140. Okay. 140. So, this is interesting. 140 again. Ah, right. I didn't tell you about this, but once we go below 1, I would make sure that we have enough rupees again. Just a little bit, of course. But yeah, seems like 140 a lot. What happens if we unequip this one? So we end up at 4. Ooh, 240. That's more. That's more. Oh, and also, in case you skipped to this fight and didn't here's a pre-fight explanation. Normally he would do gloom damage and it wouldn't work, this effect. But I removed the gloom damage, and how did this just do 120 if the other ones did 240? Hold on. This is 3. And this is 4. Oh, I might see actually. It's because we have 2 pieces, so it's more effective. But then if we have this one, we take less because the defense value is higher. Well, this is interesting. Let's maybe see what happens if I just have 1. And then let's see what the next phases will be like. Yeah, this didn't tank like all from the damage for sure. We got like 2 or 3 hearts minus from that attack. And this one. Yeah, again, okay. Let's try only 10. Wouldn't that be like, this is my theory. We would again lose 120 rupees, but not as much hearts maybe? Yeah. Okay. I think I get it. I think I get it. So the more pieces of that set or effect you have, the more rupees would be nullified in damage. Like instead. And depending on how much total defense value you have, you would get additional damage. And normally you could only get 9 without modding the game. So yeah, okay, this is interesting. So what happens if we, yeah, we haven't done this yet, right? 13 and 2 armor pieces. This is 190. Yeah, this kinda makes sense. So now we have enough defense and already 2 armor pieces, so yeah, we lose 190 already, almost 200, but we don't get damage. $170, okay, interesting. But yeah, let's go to the next phases. I'm eager to see if the damage values will change. Might just do headshots here right now. Might be the easiest. Of course we skip this as well. Okay, let's see. 170. Again. By the way, I might have not like disabled all gloom attacks, but the majority for sure. So we can test well enough. 150, interesting. So we did see a lot of different values, for sure. 120. But 120 seems to be like the minimum we lose. Right? What happens with only 10? Yeah. It seems the minimum is 120. Okay.
It's time to finish him off, Link.
This is interesting. 120 again. What about 11? Also, I will heal. 117. Okay. So let's see one of his doubles. Yeah, 170. 170 with 11. So of course 2 pieces, right? So if we just take 2 more defense value, it's still 2 pieces, but we have 2 more defense value. 150. Okay. 190, but this was a strong attack. This was like a loaded attack. A charge attack. What happens with 4? 240. 200. Guys, I think that with his face, it works differently now, suddenly. Because normally, we should take damage. Like, actually, at the top left. Just 1. You can't tell me that 4 is already enough to nullify all. Suddenly. So what about 10 again? 120 and... how does this work? Ah, no, it's okay, because it's 2. As soon as it's 2... Yes, okay. So as soon as it's 2, it seems to work fine. Like, you don't get... you don't lose hearts. At least in this scenario. It might be different for, like, you know, Silver, Lethal Force, or Moblins, whatever. And if we have all again... 140. Okay. Interesting, interesting. It's so many different values now. Right, let's see what happens in this phase, because here he should get even more powerful. Now he's, you know, like gathering all his doubles or clones, however you like to call it. And now he should be more powerful. So let's see. Once again, with all the different combinations, what happens? Like, how much damage and... 140, no hard damage. Full set, so 14. 140 again. 104. And now we remove this, so just 4, but it's 2 pieces still. So 140 rupees, and now 240. Okay. The math is really interesting. Only 3 and 1 piece. Yeah, this gloom damage. Come on, we need the actual one. Yeah, 120 again. We always have this 120, and even if I take this one, right, it's 120, right? But more hearts damage. Yes, yes, okay. So 120 seems to be the minimum here in this scenario, and yeah, the more damage, okay. And now you just lose like 1 heart, right? Yeah, okay, 1.5 maybe. But still 120. So now 11 again, but 2 pieces. Ah, fortunate. $170, yeah, the 170 we have seen, 240. What about 13? No, come on. Don't want this attack. Don't want gloom. 150. Hold on. 13 versus 11. So this is 170. Ah, oh, so close. So 170 again, right? Yes. So this is 11. And now we get 2 more total defense value. And now, so 2 more and 20. No, now it's not 150, now it's 140. So I have a feeling that it's also maybe a little bit randomized. Or he just, when I did it, like he was doing a different attack. Because now it's 140 again. Wait. Oh, I confused myself. There we go, 150. Right, I had all. So it is actually like this. It appears to be the case that so 1 armor value, but this can't be if I just have 3. Then I lose 190 suddenly. Oh wait, it's so confusing, honestly. But yeah, 120. It's always 120. That's like it can't go. It doesn't go lower than that. This is already an interesting find, I think. Yeah, 120 always. So if we unequip this and just 1 also, we just get more hearts damage, right? Yes. No, it was actually also a little bit because of the 1... Yeah. 1 heart mechanism. But yeah. Okay. What haven't we tried yet? That we tried for sure. Yeah, 240. Okay. This is probably a very long video. If I would have to guess, it goes like 15-20 minutes right now. But yeah, let's finish this off. I think we have seen enough, and it was interesting for sure. And this rupee effect is interesting. The math seems to be a bit complicated, but I would also say there is a system for sure. It depends on the absolute damage you would get and also how many pieces you have equipped. This I'm certain of. Yeah. Maybe let's see some more tags. Come on, show me something. 240, and that's with 4. That's with 2 pieces. Total defense value 4. Maybe let's see one more time the 1. Oh, we don't like this attack. Come on. 120, always 120. Okay, now one last time, the full set, 14. 180. And this is because he did the strong attack also. Like the strong attack has a different damage output, so it's different. And yeah, this is 160. So, and this attack is 180 again. It's different attacks for sure, like different values. It wouldn't be randomized, like not as much at least. Okay, in this sense, I guess we are done here. Thanks for watching, and yeah, interesting armor for sure. I really like how Nintendo this time did even more armors with different effects.